In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to organize and manage your Jira backlog like a pro. Let's be honest. As a product owner or delivery lead, your backlog should not feel like a random pile of ideas, vague requests, and half-written bug reports. When the backlog is messy, sprint planning gets harder, priorities become unclear, and stakeholders lose visibility into what the team is actually working toward. The good news is that Jira gives you the tools to make all of this much cleaner and easier to manage. To get started, open your preferred web browser and go to your company's Jira site, or sign in through Atlassian's login page if needed. Once you're signed in and your homepage loads, open your active software project. This is your starting point for everything we're doing here, so make sure you're in the correct workspace before moving on. Inside the project, you'll usually land on the main board view. That's useful for day-to-day execution, but for planning and prioritization, we want the backlog. On the left-hand navigation menu, find and click Backlog. This will open the central planning area where your upcoming work is stored and organized. Once the backlog is open, take a moment to review what's in the queue. To keep things structured and easy for the team to understand, drag and drop your user stories into priority order. Place the most important and highest value item at the top, then continue ranking the rest underneath it. This creates a clear sequence for refinement and helps everyone understand what should be considered first for the next sprint. Next, open a user story that you want to connect to a larger feature. In the Details panel, look for the field labeled Epic Link or Epic. Select the appropriate parent epic from the drop-down list. This is an important step because it connects smaller pieces of work to the broader initiative they support, making your backlog easier to trace and your roadmap easier to explain. If you prefer a more visual way to plan, use the timeline or roadmap view from the left sidebar. In this view, you can adjust epic schedules directly on the timeline by dragging the edges of the bars. You can also create or review dependencies visually, which is especially useful during planning sessions or stakeholder reviews. Before you finish, do a quick validation pass. Check that your stories have visible estimates if your team uses them. Confirm that epic links are correct. Make sure release versions are assigned where needed, and review the roadmap for anything that looks incomplete or out of place. With that, your backlog is not just cleaner, but far more useful for planning, communication, and delivery. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.